January 2nd, 2026. So, I put up a post on socials the other day, New Year's Eve, and where I had some pretty hefty, harsh things to say regarding a guitar brand by the name of Gibson and Fender. I wasn't really so much harsh towards Gibson as I was to Fender. And this is what I want to this is what I want to talk about, because it's very difficult to read a post and have the audience be able to figure out what kind of tone someone has. Now, I understand that in the overt process of reading things, something can be like, oh, how dare he say something about something I love so dearly? Well, here's why. Let me make this perfectly clear to you. I own a Fender, and I own a Epiphone. It's not a Gibson, but same thing, okay, as we all know. The Fender itself is a left-handed 12-string acoustic, okay? It was my father's, and my dad's been gone, he passed in 2003. Here nor there. Not the issue du jour, as it were. Shake up my water here. I bought that SG for $95. You've already seen the video. If you haven't, you can go back to my channel. Trust me, it ain't that far back. And I had the nut bored out a little bit to take a 56 gauge string for C standard tuning. And this is the gauge of strings I have on it. And I bought these, and they will go on the SG when I get the chance to upgrade the tuners to locking tuners, or if I have to change strings sooner than later. I'm going to be playing guitar a whole heck of a lot more. My Jackson is currently sitting in my jam room with the boys. I'll be bringing that home, and I'm going to be making sure it's tuned up to D standard tomorrow at some point. I'll bring it home, and I'm going to go through, and I'm going to just have a lot of fun with it. Okay? The main reason why I'm talking about Gibson and Jackson and Fender is this. Gibson and Fender both need to stop this whole thing about being so good at making changes and being so good at, hey, here's this new model. Well, it's not a new model. It never has been, and it never will be a new model. A Les Paul's a Les Paul, an SG is an SG, a Flying V is a Flying V, an Explorer is an Explorer, and blah, blah, blah. You can release old-ass models from back in the day and call it a new model, but it's not. Innovation is just non-existent. Now, do I follow Cesar Geiken? Yes, I do, because I think what he does CEO builds, and they're fun, and they're cool, and he changes headstocks. He made a Flying V with a completely different finish than normal, and he put on a Les Paul headstock. Why can't you do that? Why can't you do that and make lefty models? Why can't you take a Gibson Les Paul and put a body carve in it? They're just big slabs of wood. Fender, you're not getting off that hook either. Make a Telecaster with a fucking body carve. You can't. Do you know why you can't? Because the people who support you the most are the fanboys and the fangirls who just will never, not once, ever relinquished their stranglehold on the guitar industry. You need to tell these people, too bad, we're going to try something different, and whether you like it or not, it's here to stay. Did they try the Meteora? Yeah, did decent. I don't see very many at all. Now, mind you, I don't see much outside of what the Ibanez LTD, Odd Solar, Fender, Gibson. Nothing's out of line. Okay, nothing except a couple lefties that I own. Unless someone's building their own guitar in their backyard or in their garage, nothing is really different. Okay, a couple Kiesels here and there, like a Reverend in this city. You don't find the fun stuff at all. You just find the same boring Les Pauls and Fender Strats, Tellys, and the like. Here's the other side of this whole point. I understand that Gibson and Fender make the same models because they sell. And that's all well and good. But for a brand like Gibson, you just are resting on your laurels. You're not doing anything different. You did the Robo-Tuners. That was horrid. If you really ever want to put out a model that's going to blow people's brains apart, throw an Evertune on one, throw a Floyd Rose on it, okay? Put an arm bevel in a Les Paul, put a gut curve in a Les Paul, and you put locking tuners on that thing. I guarantee you're going to have guys in the metal scene going, hold the phone here. I like those. I like those. I like that. I got my wiggle stick and go wee, 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 wee. Oh, that's got different pickups in it. Hey, did they put a sustaining act in that? Whoa. There's locking tuners on a Gibson? You mean the thing's going to stay in tune? Is that a volute? This isn't just me shitting on them. Because I'm now going to turn to fucking Fender. Okay? Pardon my French. I'm going to turn to Fender. Dear Fender, just because you own a brand like Jackson, and just because you are one of these brands where you're just going to charge whatever you want, and no one's going to tell you different because you're Fender guitars, and you are unstoppable, okay? You are one of the greatest brands of all time. Here's where I'm going to tell you right off the bat, you're wrong. Your slogan states, innovation never rests. What have you innovated? What have you changed? Oh, you put in some fancy pickups in a 3 single coil Strat with the same knob placement. You put the same crappy old tremolo on. Oh, the neck is a little bit fancier. And you still give us the same bullshit friggin' finishes, man. Candy apple red, because the 60s never dies, yet they tell us that innovation never rests. You have the same old butterscotch blonde BS friggin' Telecaster. Just try something different. I swear you won't regret it. But you won't regret it. The fans will regret it. The fans are old. They're cantankerous. They're in their late 50s, early 60s, 70s. And they don't want to let go of those eras. They don't want to let go of the 50s, 60s, and 70s. I understand that. I get it. But there's reasons why. Like, look at Randy Rhoads from Ozzy's fame. That dude played a Les Paul for so long. That man was no bigger than my pinky finger. Until he wanted Wayne Charvel to make him something cool. He wanted Wayne to make them the Flying V. But they wouldn't. So Grover Jackson's like, oh, I'll do it. And don't get me wrong, this is like the year of Jackson. Until I see that they put out this 8-string where they're going to charge $2,740 for a guitar that's got half pretty good specs, and then the other half is like shit, like, nonsense. A basswood body, and you dare to charge 2,700 plus? Ooh, Lord. I don't care if it's an 8-string. I don't care that it's got Fishman Fluence pickups. I don't care that it's fan fret. That does nothing for me, right? Like, it's got a super fast neck. It's $2,700 and the body is basswood. What do you mean? Why? Why is this a thing? Why do we have to do this? I've never understood why guitar brands will stoop so low to just... Oh my God. All they want to do is they just want to just be like, man, we're going to do this to be annoying. We're going to put out 3 single coils, and then we're going to do like the lipstick pickup in a telly, and then we're going to do like the slant. If you put 2 humbuckers in a Fender, it's not going to hurt you. Oh, but man, they just released the FSR models. Cool. They did that last year. What are we going to see at NAMM this year? What are we going to see in any other sort of guitar road show? Like, what I'm trying to say here is that as somebody who always wanted to have a Gibson SG for the longest time, because I'm such a fan of AC/DC and such a fan of Fender guitars as well, I've never seen 2 brands that will just stay so silent and so monotone on their guitar choices. To me, it makes no sense whatsoever. Okay? It's just an absolute disaster for 2 brands. And here's the thing, like, people are like, you're just like one of those headbanger guys. So is that band. Obituary. You want to know what one of their guitar players plays for a guitar? It's a Fender Deluxe Strat with a roller nut, a hum single, and he's got like a hardtail bridge. He's got a Shawbucker in the neck. He's got a Shawbucker pickup in the bridge. He's got it tuned to D standard, 10 to 46 gauge strings, and he plays through a JCM 800. He's got a simple basic pedal board with a noise gate, a rat pedal in the middle, and a tuner. He has it on an A and B switch, so that if one fails, he clicks, and then the other same 3 pedals. Right there. Taps a button, and boom, he's got his tone. And it's the gnarliest of tones, period. And I still have not ever seen a death metal band where the lead guitar player is playing a Fender Strat through a Marshall and getting gross tones like that. And tuned to D standard. Like, it sounds ungodly. And he's been doing it for years. Like, we know that Gibson has been the rock and roll giant and doom metal giant for so long. Just learn to expand. And again, I understand that you've been making stupid amounts of money on shapes that were out in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. Oh, excuse me. And like, the thing is, if you just try to do something different, and even when the fan base that goes nuts does, sell it anyways. Stop being dumb and cut out these high prices. Ooh, woo. You're getting mental. Like, for me to go and actually, now again, no one's worried about me buying a Strat or a Les Paul or an SG. Yes, I bought one for $95 at a pawn shop because I got it for a stupid smoke show deal. I'm eventually going to upgrade it. And then I'm starting my upgrade with my Jackson. Hopefully starting tomorrow. Like, I'm going to finally be able to do something with my Jackson that I wanted to do for a while. And I almost traded it in until I realized I got a bunch of gift cards. I'm like, shit, I have a lot of what I need for Christmas. So I'm going to get a couple pedals, and I'm going to get a brand new Graftech tusk nut, black tusk nut. And I'm going to take out the plastic one on the Jackson. I'm going to pop that on. Like, what I don't understand is the amount of people that will just froth at the mouth to have the most basic of guitars made by two brands that don't give a shit about anybody else but the old people who are doctors, lawyers, and dentists. Maybe a cop and a firefighter. If I wanted to get and the other thing is too, I'm left-handed. Like, that's number one. So I'm getting nothing of what I want. If I wanted to have a purple Les Paul or a purple Strat or whatever, I'm going to have to do a custom shop. Because Fender and Gibson will never put out a color that's anything other than white, black, or red. And it's the dumbest of shit. Now, you know what would be the best idea? Would be for Epiphone to release the Epiphone Widow series. All the colors, I think the red, the orange, or Tiger Eye, I think they call it. The blue, the green, and the purple. If you released it all left-handed, I would have that purple one in a heartbeat. But I'm going to have to go to a boutique builder who I'm not even sure how long his shop's going to exist. Because I want a guitar that's purple, and I don't want to have these plain black or plain red or plain white freaking guitars, man. Just try something different. If you love those old friggin' guitars that were built in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, that's fine. I'm not telling you to buy something different because you're forcing your will upon me. I don't care. I want to see Gibson and Fender come to their senses and just have fun. It is 2026, for frig's sakes. Have a little bit of fun with your builds, okay? This isn't difficult. Okay? Am I playing a guitar? Not currently. That's a 50-year-old plus shape? Yeah. Because again, $95 is a hard deal to say no to. And as a fan of Angus Young and Tony Iommi, it's very difficult for me to say no to that. I have my Jackson. That cost me $330. It's a JS22. It's fun. But you know what Jackson's never going to do? They're never going to branch out and make anything other than the two Flying V's, the Jackson JS22 and 32, or the dinky JS22 and JS32. And the 32s have got a Floyd on it, which is a Jackson rip-off crackpot version of a Floyd. I get it. You're not going to put that on a guitar that's like $550. I understand that. I'm not stupid. Try something different and make us something better. Give lefties options. Just try something different with your models, guys. It won't hurt you. And if it does, well, you're just going to scrap it anyways in a year or so and be like, well, unfortunately, the kids weren't buying it. Well, because you probably didn't promote it enough. Oh, but why don't you go buy the friggin' Epiphone Prophecy series? Because now they have white, black, and some orangey looking color. I don't want those colors. Okay, I'm sorry, I don't. And I'm not going to spend $1,500-$1,600 Canadian to have friggin' Fishman Fluence pickups in it. I really could care less about Fishmans. Okay, like that. Then automatically I'm going to have to go and buy another set of pickups. It's just dumb. It makes no sense. So, hence why I got these two guitars that didn't cost me a whole lot of money. And luckily now I have the ability with some other different off builders of different things. I can get stuff for a little less expensive. So that's what I'm going to do. Anyways, guys, thank you so very much for watching. If you guys like this video, you know, do the on the like button, or you know, if you want to see more of it, subscribe, because I'm planning on doing a heck of a lot more videos this year compared to the last couple years, because, you know, my brain just didn't want me to do anything. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, as always, and you have a great night and a great weekend.